I'm Tabria and I'm making voter guides for every single state for the midterms this year, and today we're doing West Virginia. If you're impatient, you can screenshot the guide here. I also have it in my bio where everything is hyperlinked. Now before I go over the guide, as I was researching West Virginia, there were a lot of things that stood out to me and I didn't realize just how disenfranchised this state was. Outside of being in the bottom 5 of nearly every social and economic metric, some of the most alarming statistics that I came across were y'all are number 1 in overdoses, number 2 in drug use, 1 in 4 children live in poverty, you're ranked at the bottom of being the least educated, and you have the highest disability rate in the country. Thus, y'all have one of the highest populations on government assistance, and over 50% of y'all's state budget comes from federal funding. West Virginia is the most conservative state in the country after Wyoming, but it wasn't always this way. Y'all voted Democrat for nearly 80 years, and then at the turn of the century, y'all flipped. Why is that? So West Virginia is known for coal, and I'm sure damn near everybody there got a relative that worked in the mines at some point. But as natural gas became more prevalent, the coal industry started to decline. This was when Democrats started to support green initiatives and environmental regulations, and West Virginians took that as they're trying to eliminate coal jobs. And then you had the Republicans whose messaging was the war on coal, which really resonated. Shortly after, there was a collapse in the labor unions and culture war started to become a thing. There's also a big media shift in West Virginia where Sinclair Broadcast Group bought out a lot of the local TV stations in the 2010s. So then Fox News was the primary news source for a lot of the rural areas of West Virginia. Mind you, a lot of the state just got broadband internet access in the last 5 years. Now we're looking at a state that is heavily disenfranchised, isolated, cut off from opportunity, and historically underinvested. All this has played a part in their low voter turnout, population decline, and even their opioid crisis. So let's just take a look at the facts. All 4 of your US Congress members voted in favor of the big beautiful bill. Because of the major cuts to Medicaid, up to 50,000 of y'all could lose your health insurance. The hundreds of billions gone from SNAP will leave thousands of y'all without food assistance, and these budget cuts will lead to over 7,000 jobs lost and over $60 million lost in tax revenue. Nearly half y'all's hospitals in the entire state are in jeopardy of shutting down, and this will probably make that a reality. You have to admit that your current representatives might be putting themselves first instead of you. I'm running out of time, so I'll run through my selections really quick. For US Senate, I think Jeff Kessler has the best chance of winning, even though I wouldn't be excited to vote for him. He's an establishment Democrat that lost 2 governor primaries, but he has the most name recognition out of anybody on the ballot. I really like Rachel Fetty Anderson. It would be between those 2 for me. I mean, this is such an uphill battle regardless. I know Zach Shrewsbury is a progressive contender, but he has those allegations of groping a masseuse, and then Rio Phillips has those domestic violence accusations. I don't like it. For District 1, I'm all in with Britta Guire. She's all about people over profit, and you can scroll through her socials and see how genuine she is. Now, if any of these seats has a chance at being flipped, it's District 2. And initially, I was going to go with Stephen Wendelin because he ran in 2024 and got 30% of the votes, but he ran unopposed and was automatically granted a spot on the general ballot. So this one seems like it could be anybody's race. And I really like Stephanie Spears-Tamana. She's a teacher who emphasizes education, family and healthcare, infrastructure, and she has a very thorough platform. All right, that's it for West Virginia, and now it's time for your homework. Be sure you're registered to vote and periodically check your registration in case of any funny business going on. Check your sample ballot and polling place so you know what you're voting on beforehand. And lastly, tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this with 3 friends online and offline so we can get as many people to the polls as possible. Next up is Louisiana.